name's Brogan. Lieutenant Brogan. For 20 years, I was with the NYPD. Now, well, let's just say I've transferred to another precinct.
Calling Officer Romek. Calling Officer Romek. Hey, buddy. How's your new partner doing?
Like a veteran.
I was talking to Morgan.
Officer Romek's got a really good feel for the territory, Officer Warren.
Don't be fooled, Morgan.
How do you like the desk job, Oren? You getting a real feel for that?
Well, it has its pluses. For once, I get to tell you what to do, and you have to listen.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
We got a report of a purse snatching outside the Gilmore Bar. You're to proceed there immediately. Hear that, Romek?
Somebody has to protect the streets. Enjoy the paperwork, Oren.
So this is the Gilmore district.
In the flesh.
Reminds me of the divisions on Earth. Politicians always promising to clean them up, but never do.
Sounds like you've been here already. Come on, let's get this over with. Where the hell do you think you're going? Get back inside. All right, everybody, it's that time again. You guys, against the wall.
Hey.
You guys, assume the position.
Okay.
And turn the damn music off! It's just like a family reunion here. All right, on your feet, hands on the bar. I said, on your feet, hands on the bar! Thank you. Now, it seems a little lady got separated from her purse a few minutes ago. And me and Officer Morgan would like to bring about a reunion of sorts. Now, who wants to be the good citizen? Morgan, check out the back room.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You guys don't seem to be very cooperative. What about you guys over here against the wall? You got anything to say?
All right, fine.
Jane, have another?
Thanks, Fredo.
Oh, yeah, give me some more of these. Listen, did you make these yourself?
Yeah. Why, is something wrong?
No, they're not half bad.
Yeah, Yolanda, did you ever think about hiring old Fredo out? I could use a good meal every once in a while.
He doesn't come cheap.
Let you out, Haldane.
Oh, my own partner.
The truth hurts, Haldane.
Come on, Estes, time for bed.
I want to stay up with the grown-ups.
Of course you do, but they don't have exams this week.
Come on, Estes. I can be your mum tonight. I'll tuck you in.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, sweetheart.
Good night.
Good night.
You can't really be my mom, you know.
And why's that?
'Cause you're a human and I'm a tonsilly.
Well, maybe I'll just have to have my species officially changed.
You can't do that. You have to have a baby of your own.
Good night, sweetie.
Good night. How about a bedtime story?
Well, I think it's about time for the slam ball game. Fredo, why don't you turn on the screen?
Right. The stingrays.
And from that moment on, all Tons had a beautiful bone on the top of their head. And they still do today. A lovely story.
It's okay, sweetheart. It's just another bad dream.
Mommy and Daddy would never let anything bad happen to you.
So you know, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Well, we got her purse back.
Yeah, but she's still gonna be crazy. Like they say on Danai, nothing worse than an empty purse.
Hey, did you hear that?
Hear what?
Come on.
Freeze! Police! Forget it, he'll be long gone.
Is he dead?
I'd say that was a fair assessment.
Hey, look, he dropped a watch.
Leave it for forensics. Orin, it's Romek. We got a stiff here.
Hold it.
That our man?
My memory serves me right. Yes, sir.
Well, then we owe your memory a big vote of thanks. You just saved us a lot of time. Romek, see if Slow-Mo can get an ID from this memory fit. By the way, Romek tells me you were pretty cool out there.
To be honest, I was pretty scared, sir.
Well, scared is sensible. Look, do me a favor, will you? Just call me Brogan.
Yes, sir.
Initials DC.
His friends knew him as Danny Cav.
Among other things.
Everybody knew him. Small-time hood, had his hand in everything.
Only with Danny, it usually came up empty.
Same as Johnny Mueller. Two small-time hustlers, both killed with a light lance, both in a week.
So, any theories?
One thing I've learned over the years, without facts, I wouldn't give you 2 credits for anyone's theories. You know, to me, this smacks of neighborhood wars. What are you waiting for? Go find me some facts.
Most of the time, solving a murder on Demeter is a piece of cake. It's weird. A ton will walk right in and say, "Hey, I just want my neighbor with a slam ball back." We follow him home, and there's the guy dead right on the lawn. Ton starts crying like a human. 5 minutes later, we know all there is to know.
How's it going, Haldane?
Oh, just terrific. Let's see. Podley thinks we got some kind of neighborhood war, and now he wants facts.
Imagine that. Well, you might get lucky.
Castle, how many times do I have to tell you? Luck has nothing to do with it.
Okay, partner. Time to round up the usual suspects.
Good luck.
Right.
Hey, Lieutenant. Miss Datch, Demeter News. She's on her way down from Bay 2.
Tell her I don't have time. Tell her I don't know, tell her...
Tell her what a wonderful time we had at your place last night.
Morgan, if Slow-Mo gets an ID on that memory fit, you let me know, okay?
Sure thing, Brogan.
Sergeant Fredo, where's the lieutenant?
You just missed him. He had to run.
I bet he did.
Officer Morgan, I have cross-referenced your memory fit. If your recollections are to be relied upon, your suspect's name is Mas Maharg.
Mas Maharg. I know that name.
Romek! Wait up!
Go away, Datch. We're in a hurry.
2 minutes.
Journalists, don't you just love them?
I didn't know you cared, Haldane.
I don't.
Tell me about your serial killer.
Sorry, you lost me.
You always did have a lousy sense of direction, Brogan. So, if it's not a serial killer, what is it? Neighborhood wars?
It's police business.
Don't be stupid, Brogan. You know, it can do a lot of damage if we don't have the full story.
You threatening me, Datch?
Absolutely not. But you know me, Lieutenant. The word no and I have never been what you'd call close friends.
Yeah, well, it's about time you got acquainted.
Well, if you don't mind, we'd like to leave now. Step back. Bye-bye.
You really have to practice telekinetics, Estes. It's not something that you can do if you're thinking about something else.
Come on, Estes. Don't be lazy. You don't want to fail your exam, do you?
No.
Now watch Daddy.
You see, it requires total concentration. If you don't give it your full attention, you'll lose control.
See? It's easy. Now, you try again.
Total concentration, sweetheart. Fredo, try and stop it!
What is it, sweetheart? What's the matter?
Call the doctor, Fredo.
Request emergency contact immediately.
You know, after all these years, I'm still amazed at what people will do to each other.
Not as amazed as the victims.
Romek,
Yes, Lieutenant?
you got anything on Maharg yet?
Not a thing, but we're working on it.
All right. You guys finished?
Yeah, that's all we need.
Yeah, we got
Bag him.
Yeah, we all die sooner or later. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people try to figure it out. Me, I don't bother. It's your time or it isn't. That's all. He'd be 52 tomorrow. I know because we had the same birthday. You don't forget something like that.
You know the victim, sir?
I knew him.
Would you mind answering a few questions?
Before I answer any questions, could I have a moment with Lamb? That's his name.
Right.
Lamb.
Sure. Just don't touch anything.
You're very kind. How was the end, Lamb? Was it painful? Because no matter how much you suffered, you no good Welsh.
Whoa, sir,
It was
whoa,
merciful compared to
whoa.
the way I'm suffering now. First time in 15 years I win big at Gilmore Raceway. And what does he do? He gets himself killed. So he doesn't have to pay me, and he doesn't have to pay any of his clients.
Wait a minute. This guy was a bookie?
Nah, he was a lousy bookie. But he was my friend.
It's so good to see your face, Sally. We can't seem to get a straight answer out of the doctor. You're so worried about her.
We haven't slept since she was admitted.
It's all right, Yolanda. The staff here are the best in the city. I just wanted to explain something to you about children in Estes' condition. Okay, they're facing an enormous internal struggle. A part of them can't get away from whatever it is they've just experienced, and a part of them desperately wants to get back to normality. That's where I come in. The purpose of post-trauma therapy is to help children like Estes get back on their feet.
She's in good hands, honey.
Her telekinetics exam's at the end of the week. I don't know if you knew that. They may be able to reschedule. I mean, I suppose I could ask them.
She's gonna be all right.
Right.
John Mueller.
No known gang affiliations.
Danny Cav.
Ditto on the gang affiliations.
Lamb Sidney.
Etc., etc.
All three DOA. All three with multiple lacerations around the face, neck, and shoulders.
And what does the world of science have to say about this, Officer Carson?
Not a lot, sir.
Well, that's more than we've got.
Well, the victims are all different species, and now that we know none of them had any connections with gangs...
Sort of shoots down my neighborhood wars theory, huh?
It would appear so, sir. In any case, multiple lacerations like these suggest to me crimes of obsession. If you're trying to get rid of something that you can't get rid of, say something from your past...
You mutilate the memory.
I think we may be dealing with a classic serial killer.
That's another theory. All right. Let's have one more look at the prime suspect.
Mas Maharg. Long record of violent crime. No fixed abode. Presumed based in the Gilmore district.
Yeah, but we sure as hell can't find him.
That's not what I want to hear, Romek. I want every informant, every petty thief, everybody's damn mother questioned if necessary. This guy has got to be found. Now get to it.
Captain, I've got a suggestion.
Whatever it takes.
Iona Datch, news at noon. Well, if it isn't my favorite lieutenant.
How you doing, Datch?
Ooh, the polite approach. Sounds suspiciously like you need a favor, Brogan.
You must be part-Tarn. Look, I'll cut to the chase. You were right. It's not neighborhood wars. We got ourselves a serial killer.
So tell me something I don't know.
We got a suspect.
I'm listening.
I want his face plastered all over the news.
Oh, well, I'd really like to help you, Lieutenant, but I've just gone and gotten acquainted with the word no.
It's not the time, Datch. You want the story or not?
Okay, but I don't owe you for this. You're using me, just like you say I use you.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
Don't.
I'm not sure if you can hear me, Estes, but I think you can. All you have to do is listen and tell me when something sounds good. Now, that's not too tough, is it? Your mother tells me you like ice cream.
It's her favorite human food.
At a place near here, they just got a shipment of fizzy chip cookie dough. And if you want some, all you have to do is say so. I mean, I can be back in 5 minutes tops. Or you can come with me if you like.
Come on, sweetheart. You know how much you love ice cream.
Why don't you think about it?
And we'll sit here and keep you company for a while.
I don't know what Romek's been telling you, but murder in Demeter City is one of the most difficult crimes for us to solve.
3 men are dead, Zipload.
So? Why talk to me? You'd be amazed.
You could help. You could be next.
Well, we'd find some guy lying face down on his lawn. Nobody saw anything, nobody heard anything, nobody knows anything about it.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
More or less. Only we don't have monkeys in Demeter.
You don't need them. Evil is evil.
Brogan, just got a tip. Somebody spotted Maharg at a soup kitchen near the Gilmore. Mas Maharg, DCPD, you're
Police! Out of the way! Get out of the way!
Move! Get out of the way!
Don't even think about it.
Morgan! No, Morgan, stop! Hold it right there, pal. Somebody read him his rights.
Why bother? Because that's what separates us from them.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be recorded and used against you.
How is she?
She's doing just fine. Is that Estes' doll?
She certainly is.
I thought it might be. You know, Estes, you might be able to help me out. I think your doll wants to go home. I mean, if I was a doll, this isn't exactly the place that I would want to be. But the problem is that I don't speak doll talk anymore. It's been way too long. And I need someone who does, and that way I'll know what she wants to do. Will you help me?
She'd be a lot happier at home, sweetheart.
In her own room,
In her own bed.
with her mommy and daddy to take care of her. I think she'd like that, don't you? Well, maybe she isn't your doll. Maybe she belongs to some other little girl. We'll just have to go and find her.
She's mine.
I thought it might be.
And I thought about it.
About what, baby?
I would like some fizzy chip cookie dough ice cream now.
Of course, honey. You can have as much as you like.
Okay, Maharg, there's just a routine question and answer session. You've had them before. For the record, I'm reminding you that anything you say or think can be recorded and used against you in a court of law. You ready?
Willing and able.
Okay. Name, date of birth, address, occupation. How we doing?
Well, I'm having no problem reading him, Lieutenant.
Good.
But,
Did you have anything to do with the murder of a human named John Mueller? Did you have anything to do with the murder of a Tarn named Danny Cav? Did you have anything to do with the murder of a Creon named Lamb Sidney? Okay, what's he thinking?
well, it's not what you'd expect.
It rarely is. Let's hear it.
Yes, sir. Another day, another night, another meal to cook. I just got home, the kids are crazed. I'd normally be shook. The company will be here in an hour's time or less, but I'm not gonna worry, 'cause I only have to dress. Thank you for Capex soup. Heats right up in the pack.
What the hell is that?
Jingle. I hear it on my way to work all the time. Another day, another night, another meal.
What does it mean?
Well, it means he's hungry, Lieutenant. Very, very hungry.
What have you got?
Nothing. Maharg's a psycho, all right, but we can't prove he's the killer.
What about the light lance?
Well, we gotta wait for Carson to get the analysis back, and if that's inconclusive, unless a witness shows up, we're gonna have to let him walk.
We'll orbit that moon when we get to it, Brogan. In the meantime, why don't you do something you haven't done in a while? Get home at a reasonable hour.
You're home early.
I can leave if you want.
No, it's just that I'm not ready.
Look ready to me. I miss them, but I'm glad the kids are away tonight.
Finally got Estes to talk about her nightmares today.
That's great. How is she?
Good. Her dreams are so violent. Though they remind me of those old slasher movies that were outlawed on Earth.
It doesn't sound like a time.
No. I know. Her nightmares are so specific. She doesn't just see somebody murdered. I mean, she sees the lance. She sees the wound. She even described a victim's watch and the initials on it. I mean, I've never had a case like it.
What were the initials?
I don't know.
Can you try and remember? It's important.
Oh, DC, I think.
How the hell would Estes know that?
What do you mean?
The only thing I can think of is that she's been picking up the killer's thoughts. And maybe even seeing through his eyes with her paramental eye.
I never heard of that.
It's rare in adults, but Tarn children are more sensitive. Less interference, if you know what I mean. Let me take a look, sweetheart. It's impossible.
What?
She's seen Maharg.
88.
Oren, quick. Where's Maharg?
I don't know, Lieutenant. We had to release him a couple of hours ago.
What the hell for?
Carson got the lance analysis back. It didn't match the one that killed the others. We had nothing to hold him on.
Okay, thanks. I'll get the nurse.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. Take it easy. Come back to us. Please don't leave us again.
Drop it. You know the routine. There's no virtue without temptation. You ever heard that before?
I prefer to think there's no virtue without justice. Waste like you needs to learn. There are consequences for your actions. Anything you say can be recorded and may be used in a court of law against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. You have the right to remain silent.
How's she doing? Not very well. I can't get her to respond to anything.
I'm sure she will. You're doing a great job, Sally.
Yeah, well, it's not good enough. I'll see you guys.
Come on, fellas, stay with me, huh? She's gotta be there.
Oh no, what's she doing here?
Who knows?
So, there you have it. A little Tarn girl under armed guard lies in a coma at Demeter City Hospital. Is she in communication with the Gilmore serial killer? Is she the witness who will solve this case? Only time will tell. Iona Datch at 13 o'clock. This is the news at noon.
Ah, dear.
Come.
Have a minute, Captain?
No, but come in anyway.
I was wondering, did you have a chance to look over the report about Maharg's death?
Yeah, I've read it.
Listen, I know there's not a lot we can do about things sometimes. I mean, I couldn't ask for two better officers than Jay and Took, but we're never really safe, are we? I mean, I just watch the news.
Yeah, okay.
Captain?
Prepare the medical center for reception. We've got a protective custody situation.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thanks.
Lieutenant, Miss Datch from News at Noon wants to speak with you.
Not as much as I want to speak with her. Where is she?
I had her wait in the coffee room.
Is there something wrong with you? How could you put a little girl in jeopardy like that?
What are you talking about? I reported a story from a tip you gave me.
I never said anything about a Tarn girl.
Doesn't mean she doesn't have anything to do with the story. You're not my only source.
That's what I like about you, Datch. You make up your own rules.
No, Brogan. The rules have been around for light years. They're called freedom of the press.
Oh, right. You don't know the whole story. We don't even know if the little girl is a witness. Let me tell you something. If anything happens to that girl...
That a threat, Brogan?
You better believe it.
Patrick Brogan, married, 2 children. You haven't missed a house payment in over 5 years, but you've been late twice, though. Your credit rating is okay. Most of your neighbors think you keep pretty strange hours, but only one thinks it's because you're having an affair.
Where the hell did you get that information?
I'm a journalist. It's important I know who I'm talking to. I've got a file on every cop in this case. Have a look at this. Go on. It probably is just a coincidence. I don't know for sure yet. You see, I try not to run stories till I've double-checked the facts. I want you to know that. And I try to apologize when I make a mistake. Sorry about the little girl.
Datch. If I didn't know any better, I'd almost think you had a conscience.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Don't.
When this is over, you'll have all the fizzy chip cookie dough ice cream you could possibly want.
How you doing, sweetheart?
She's doing just great.
Jane and Took have gone off duty, but there will be a guard on the door 26 hours a day. First shift will be here any moment.
Thank you, Fredo.
No, thank you.
Reporting for duty, Sergeant.
What's up?
I'm just going down to the coffee room. Can I bring you anything?
No thanks, I'm fine.
Okay.
According to this, a year before Morgan transferred here, there were 5 murders in this precinct, all small-time hoods. Killer never apprehended. However, Morgan received a commendation for bravery.
What?
Call up his personnel file.
Yeah. Four more Lance murders in his training precinct. All small-time hoods, killer never found. Morgan singled out again.
This is not a coincidence.
Romek, where's Morgan?
He's on guard duty outside the medical room.
You killed all those people, didn't you?
They weren't people.
They were just like you and me.
No. They're waste.
It's locked. Morgan! It's Brogan. Unlock the door. Morgan!
What happens now, Morgan?
Whatever's necessary, sir.
I want you to let her go.
I don't think that's necessary.
I'll shoot.
You wouldn't do that. We're on the same side.
Give me the gun, Morgan.
The things that motivate me are the same things that motivate you.
There's no way out.
How long have you been a cop, Brogan?
Let her go.
20 years?
I want you to do it now.
I only been a cop for 3, and I already know much more than you'll ever know. If you want to get rid of the crime, get rid of the criminals!
It's over, Morgan.
The funny thing is, the criminals at least know what they're doing out there. They just don't care. Now, cops like you act like you care, but you just don't do anything to stop it. And that's worse!
Hands behind your head! Do it! Now, turn around! Face the wall! Cuff him and read him his rights.
It's all right, sweetheart. It's all right. It's all over. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. The nightmare's over.
Hey, Oren, put that pencil down. Now that Morgan's out of the picture, you can get back to doing some real police work. If you still remember how.
Didn't the captain tell you? Fredo's taking some time off to be with his daughter. I'm acting sergeant.
Get out of here.
Really?
Where are you going?
On patrol. Somebody has to protect the streets.
What about me?
Come on, partner, let's go.
I knew you were just kidding me all the time.
Castle, what are you doing tonight? I know this great soup kitchen.
Sorry, Haldane. I've already got a date with my therapool.
Okay, I'll get the soup and I'll meet you there.
I don't think so.
Why do I bother to ask?
Because one of these days you might just get lucky.
Castle, luck has nothing to do with it.
How about 8 o'clock? At the soup kitchen.
I'll settle for that.
I was pretty scared, but I really concentrated hard, just like you said. And I got an A.
We're proud of you, sweetheart. But we'd be proud of you no matter what score you got. I'll get it.
Now, let's open your present. Ta-da! Motionary 2.
Oh, no. I mean, thanks. Motionary, too.
Whenever you're ready.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, guys, come on in.
I brought something for you.
Fredo.
There you go.
Wow. Fizzy chip cookie dough.
That's right. As much as you can eat, there's more in Mom's freezer. I think you'll need a spoon. Mmm. Is it as good as it looks?
Great.
Great.